Hi, Natalie here from SOULLL, Seers of Universal Life Lessons Love. Now, over the weekend, this past weekend, it was the Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras, and I thought this was a good opportunity to have a little talk about these issues. I didn't want to do it on the weekend because I feel that's a time of celebration, and my thoughts have no bearing on that, really. So really what I wanted to cover was the idea of what is Source's position, for want of a better word, on homosexuality, on bisexuality, transgender, all of these different lifestyles. And the long and the short of it is Source doesn't make mistakes. It's all about lessons. And so if Source can't make mistakes, then gay people are meant to be, and transgender people are meant to be, and lesbians are meant to be, and queer people are meant to be, and they're meant to be able to live in peace like the rest of us. And the lessons that they can give are different to the lessons that everyone else can give, in the way that all individual lessons are different. All different lives are different, and we all have something different and amazing and wonderful to offer to the wholeness of Source and the wholeness of learning. And so that's really the main message. So a part of what I do is connecting in about what that actually means. Now, there's been a lot of discussion about, well, not discussion, there's been a lot of people making comments like, if gay marriage equality went through, then the next thing would be that people would want to be able to marry animals and children and all of that. Now, Source has a very strong stance on this. As long as the people involved, and I say people very purposefully because humans are the ones making the choices here, as long as the humans involved can consent, then it is up to them what they do in the bedroom. Now, I say consent, being that they must be adults to consent. Children cannot consent to sexual activity. They just can't. They're not of an age, of a maturity, of a development to be able to consent to something like that. So adults can choose to do what they wish in the bedroom, be they gay, straight, queer, intersex, transgender, or anything else, as long as the people involved are of a consenting age, meaning 18 and above, that they can consent to the activity. Source is happy for you to do what you wish. But consent is the main issue here. You must have consent from all parties for Source to agree that this is okay. And if you haven't got consent, then that will have the negative spiritual load that I've spoken about in other videos. As long as everybody's consenting and agreeing to the activities involved, it is nobody else's business what you or anybody else is doing in the bedroom. So that is the main thing. And the other thing I want to say that's a part of this is, if we were all the same, if we were all having the same experiences in this section of life, then the learning would be a very shallow kind of learning. There wouldn't be much that would happen. And so we want to make sure on Source's behalf, or on our own behalf, that we are doing what we enjoy. Sex is a sacred thing as far as Source is concerned, and we should be doing things that we enjoy when we're part of it. And we shouldn't be feeling guilt about what we're doing unless we're doing something that's actually non-consensual. And I'm not saying that doesn't hurt someone, because that's what some people are into, and that's fine for them as long as they're consenting. So that's what I understand Source or God to feel about it all. I'd love to hear your comments on it. I'm sure it will be controversial, but that's okay. Be the seer in your own life. Bye.